Hey y'all, part two. I know a lot of people think, well, that girl's so crazy. Oh my goodness. Um, I want to talk about global warming. When people don't care about other people, and they don't care about the earth, and they don't care about um, sharing and caring and loving people, just hurting and creating mayhem and ruckus and ignorance and pettiness. We have to move on. People are snowed in and frozen inside their cars. LA burnt down. And I'm LA. Part of it. And it burnt down. Hollywood, Beverly Hills, what is that? Pacific Palisades, all sporadically, everywhere, here and there. I'm used to going over there at the beach and walking the pier and everything, and sitting, my umbrella up and everything like that. And then there's some people here that it snowed so bad that it took whole cities out, and people are just acting all crazy and stuff. For what? For what? We need equal opportunities. It's things that we need here, like food, clothing, and shelter for everyone. A good education, a decent place to live, good law enforcement where you feel safe instead of scared, or whatever. It's the integrity and the morality of a police officer that matters. It's the respect for authority when we come down to presidents. We still have a president. But a president is to lead. Just like when you're on a job and you have a president on the top floor and you respect that man because you need your job. But it's not a person put in place by one person in America. It's a person put in place by the majority of votes. And when I mean majority, I mean the people as well as other politicians and what they think as an individual. We need someone in leadership who thinks for the people, because we are the people. I understand that, because you can't understand people unless you lived among the people. So I've lived in upper middle class neighborhoods, upper middle class colleges, and elite colleges, and finished college. We need that for our children. We need equal education for all, so everybody can know what's 2 plus 2 make 4. And it needs to be free for trades, free book money for students, like in high school. We just turned the book back. That's what we need. They need to eat like they did in high school. We pay for the food at the cafeteria and all of the levels of education except for our college students who earned it. Now, a trade is very well needed. It's important. A technical position is a nurse, first responders, people who go to school to get trained. I think correctional officers should also go through some kind of academy to learn how to deal with people, I think that police officers need to go through a mental health test just like we do our military. It's nothing that hadn't been thought of or done already here in America, which you don't understand. We need all of that. We need it. And we need housing. I'm just disgusted and dismayed that we have such a bad homeless problem and a bad poverty place that costs almost the same as the middle class. The poor. They're paying all this money for a piece of shit ass place, which is so unfair because they do work. It's a misconception that these people don't have a job. They're on welfare. They're working at these fast food places you go to at lunchtime. They're working in the supermarket where you go make your groceries. You know, they're working in these mom and pop stores as registered people and stocking and stuff for these big places. They do work. And so minimum wages should be up to $13 an hour because it balances. There's rent control needed. Why should you have to pay uh, a lot more money for somebody who thinks they're elite because they have bigger signs on their stores than the mom and pop? I think God created us equal so we have that equal opportunity, especially something that we always said in America that all these migrants come here for and get it, the American dream. Now we're going to open up some car plants back up, and we're going to provide some assistance to America financially. My husband and I, we are going to give charities and we are going to open up businesses for more jobs, but we are all going to pay our taxes because that's the American way. Now, I was born here, but my ancestor, he came here, the one you think is so important with the money, and disregard my grandma that he married that was already here. Now, Christopher Columbus didn't discover America. Lafayette called himself discovering America, but the reason why he discovered America, he was the first European to set foot on American grounds and take it back to the Queen and tell her what he had discovered because he was a shipman, a Navy guy, a king, a prince. And he married someone over here, took her to the Queen, and she loved her. And they were in love, and he just happened to have an inherited status. But I know he was a good man, because if he wasn't a good man, he would hoard all the wealthy stuff that he had in the ground and not just give to people and, want people to love one another and stuff. I didn't see anything wrong with that. Why would you disregard a man who funded, you said, the Revolutionary War, which isn't funny, but he did. The riches that we have, because Native Americans, they didn't dig for stuff. That wasn't part of these natives' way of life. But the other way of life on the other side of the ocean was transfer of what they call currency, which is money. And these Native Americans here, they fed for themselves. Each tribe had their own way of building homes, own favorite food, favorite things they ate that state or that piece of land provided for them. So we have to understand that Lafayette understood that people were people. I mean, people were people, and was glad to see other ethnicities. So, America, you can have peace and happiness. You really can if you want it.